Hello Wanderers and welcome back to Skyrim. Judging from your comments on my last video, as well as what I've been reading on the forums, it seems like a lot of us have been affected by the black screen bug, as well as the glitching and lagging that resulted from the November 11th update, as well as the upgrade to Anniversary Edition. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences across different platforms as well as vanilla saves and modded saves. It's clear to me that it's a deeper issue that has been brought on by this update and can really only be permanently fixed by Bethesda. Luckily, I think that there might be some good news on that front, which I'll share with you now. As you can see from my gameplay footage, there's a significant amount of lagging now that wasn't there before the update, and a lot of you have commented that your vanilla, completely unmodded saves have been affected by the loading bug, where it shows a black screen with ambient sound instead of loading into your game from a previous save. My old save files also fell victim to this issue, and I have not been able to salvage them yet. And even this new one that I've begun, with limited mods active, I wouldn't be confident that it wouldn't eventually run into it again. Additionally, I've also noticed weird glitches, like when you go into caves or mines, the screen gets pushed a little to the side with this gray block, and that's definitely something that wasn't there before. Some of you have even mentioned that doing something as simple as purchasing Honeyside has triggered the black screen for you. So when I received a reply from Bethesda with their generic response of uninstall all your mods, I decided to press them and ask them if they were thinking about releasing a patch at all, because it's just completely unfair and irresponsible to release something like this and break everybody's game, vanilla and modded included. Initially, I wasn't expecting to get any sort of real reply from them, but after a few days, this was their response, and it does give me a little bit of hope that at least vanilla saves will be patched. The part of this message that caught my attention reads, "Please be aware that we are investigating an issue with players getting crashing and/or getting black screens when they do not have mods installed. We are working towards a resolution, and this will be resolved in an upcoming patch." Then they link to an article, which I'll also link down below. Now, I know this is specifically referencing unmodded saves. However, this does give me a little bit of hope that A, they will actually be putting out some sort of patch or fix, and B, that we'll be able to revert some of the damage done by the update, even if modders do have to keep updating their own mods so that we can get our games back in order. So I wouldn't delete my old save files just yet until we know a little bit more. You guys have been sharing some great suggestions in the comments about what's helped get your game back up and running, as well as what issue you've been facing and on what console, so that we can sort of understand if it's a universal problem or if it's a problem that's multifaceted and has different effects on different players. I think it is important to keep putting pressure on Bethesda so that they actually take responsibility for the changes this update made, instead of just blaming mods when it's clearly not entirely a mod issue, or maybe not even at all. But also, I think it's important for them to know that in the future you can't just be rolling out broken updates, because this is a very loyal community who loves to play their game, and modded or unmodded, you should feel safe that your save files are going to be accessible and not completely corrupted by a whimsical change that they wanted to make with a few of their creations. I just wanted to make this short video updating you on that email response that I received, because I definitely haven't seen them broadcasting that information on their forums. And I think it's fair for people to have at least a little bit of an idea if a patch is even in the works. It seems like it is, but like I said, let's keep on them so that they actually release it. In the meantime, if you have an itch to play something along the same vein, I definitely recommend The Forgotten City. It was created by the developers of the eponymous Skyrim mod that is so popular and so great. And it's just a great mystery with a lot of historical references that I think you'll really enjoy. The Forgotten City is also available as a part of the Xbox Ultimate Game Pass library, so I would definitely check it out if you have that. It's a must play.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far? That's good, in a sense. If you're not on edge, you've not been paying attention. But on the bright side, once you've been here a few months, well, it's slightly less terrifying anyway. We've all been where you are now.
Thank you so much for joining me for this update. Like and subscribe if you found it helpful. I'll keep you updated with anything else I find out. It really does make me feel so much better to know that I'm not the only one facing this issue, and it gives me hope that it's going to be resolved, especially if we all stick together and speak up. Until the next one, friends, stay safe and happy wanderings.
You thought what? You would skip a step? Not heat the metal all the way through? Useless. Now do it again. You strike your metal like a new mother giving her babe a light slap. Hit it harder.
I'm sorry, Gorza. I just flinch and,
If you can't pound the dust out of your iron, it'll break when it's finished. Hit it harder.